If you have been posting random content hoping that one day you are just going to pop off, blow up overnight, you're going to get a bunch of followers, hundreds of thousands of followers, and become the highest paid creator on social media, I need you to get a grip. Come back down to reality. Okay, delusional world is great, but this is not going to be the type of video. In this video, we are talking all about how to audit your social media so that you can actually grow a following and provide value to your audience so that they will want to keep up with you every single day. So if you're brand new here, hi, my name is India. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to audit your Instagram. I'm using Instagram as an example for these different posts that I'm going to go through, but you can really use this information and apply it to any of the social media platforms as long as you can view your analytics. So first and foremost, you have to be a creator profile to actually review your analytics. So you can't just be a regular user, you have to be either a business or a creator profile so that you can access your analytics. And you have to do that for majority of the platforms to make sure that you can view all the things that I'm going to talk about today. For the first half of this video, I'm going to talk about viral videos that have performed really, really well for me. And by viral, I mean over 1 million views. But again, you can apply this information to any of the videos that are on your channel. I'm just using viral videos as an example of virality doesn't necessarily mean a bunch of followers. So we're going to get straight into it. I need my water. All right, so first video I want to talk about, this one was a short trend that I created during the 2024 presidential election. So I use a trending sound, which is typically for sure way to get your audience to be engaged with you and to expose you to new users on Instagram. So let's watch this video real quick.
They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
So this video got over 1.4 million views, 24,000 likes, 277 comments, 14,000 shares, and 1.2 thousand saves. Now, those are all cutesy. It's fine to have a bunch of views and a bunch of analytics to review your content. However, this is where a lot of people get caught up. So under overview, it says, accounts reach, reels, interactions, and profile activity. So for accounts reach, it means that my video was shown to 756,000 Instagram accounts. However, about 39,000 people actually interacted with the reel in some way. They either liked it, they commented on it, they shared it, or they saved it for later. What really matters though is when we keep scrolling down and we see the reach. So like I said, it reached over 756,000 people, which is really cool. And you can see that majority of my reach was to non-followers. So most people that saw it did not actually follow me on Instagram. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, is that you see the plays where initial plays is 757,000. So what that means is people watched the video once, right? Replays was 621,000. So it means how many people rewatched the video that I've shown. So because these two numbers are really, really close, so 757,000 isn't all that far away from 621,000 in the grand scheme of things. Because they're all really that close, that means that people rewatched the video at least once when it came across their feed. So it was a 7-second video. It was very short. It was to a trending sound and I added text onto it. And because it was like a joke and showing my sense of humor, people really had to read it to understand what it was that I was talking about. So even though I had 1.4 million views, I only hit 757,000 people or accounts because any one person that saw the video watched the video a second time. That's what that data means. Then we see our watch time and our average watch time. So again, the video was 7 seconds and you can see that the average watch time was 12 seconds, which again indicates that people were watching the video at least 2 times through, and that's where I got that 12-second watch time. This is going to come into play later, especially in the next example. So again, we have the Reels interactions, I already went through those, but then we see profile activity. So profile activity below says follows. So from this video, I only got 253 follows, even though I had hit 756,000 views, or 1,000 accounts, and had reached 1.4 million views. So what does that tell you? That tells you that a 7-second video with a trending sound can get you a ton of views. But 253 people, 253, which are the new follows, out of 756,000 is significantly less than 1%. So that means out of all the people that watched the video, less than 1% of the people who saw the video decided to follow me. So yes, it was a great video for me to get interaction and to get people and eyes on my page, but it didn't actually make people want to follow me. It just made them laugh. That's essentially what it is. So now we're going to go to the second video, and this is something that I posted a while ago. It was really a replay. So I originally posted this video in January, but I decided to replay it for a campaign that I was working on. And I did put that and everything in the video, but let's take a look and watch it.
I'm in Japan for a week for free on a travel scholarship, and here's how you could do it too. So I'm with a program called AYFN Academy, and it's designed to bring together people from different countries and immerse them in a culture of another country. So they host trips all year round to Osaka, Japan, Seoul, South Korea, Bali, Indonesia, and they're opening up a trip to New Zealand later on this year. As a part of the program, you take language classes, you get to tour different areas and experience the culture in real life. To apply, you have to be an adult and you have to speak English. The application is a Google Doc with 5 or 6 questions, and I've tagged them below so you can go through a page and check it out. There is an application fee of about $10. You can apply for either the fully funded or the partially funded scholarship. I was awarded a fully funded scholarship, and that includes my flight plus all of the travel excursions and the hotel stay. The partially funded doesn't include the flights, but you do have to pay for your own shopping and like any other food that's not included. And so far I'm really enjoying this program because you get to experience things that you wouldn't typically see during a tourist attraction. And like I said, there are trips that go all year round, but the most popular time to apply is the summer because that's when people are out of school. You do not have to be a student to apply, but if you want to see the rest of my trip, make sure you follow me on Instagram, and I'm actually hosting my own trip, so if you want to come along, check out the link in my bio.
Okay, so this video got 1.1 million views, 68,000 likes, 278 comments, 58,000 shares, and 40,000 saves. Now, this video, based on just those stats alone, did perform better than the other video. I had more shares, more saves, and about the same amount of likes and about the same amount of comments. Now, when we look at the overview section, you can see the accounts reached for 831,000. So that again means that 831,000 Instagram accounts saw this video, and I had a total of 1.1 million views. So when we scroll down and we see the reach, you can again see that the reach was primarily to my non-followers, people who did not follow me at all. But when we look at the plays, you can see the initial plays was about 875,000 and the replays was 187,000. So what that means is people watched the video once. Now this video was about 90 seconds, a little bit. It was 1 minute and 10 seconds, so 70 seconds. And people watched it once and decided to interact with the reel in some way. So what that tells you is this was probably a pretty great video because people only had to watch it one time through to decide to do something and to actually take action on the video. Now, when you look at the average watch time, though, you see that the average watch time was 20 seconds. Like I said, the video was 70 seconds. So people were watching for an average of 1/5 of the video. So even though that's less than 50% of the entirety of the video, I still had so many more interactions from people who didn't even watch the video all the way through. Let's go down to profile activity. So this is where it gets really interesting. So from this video, I gained 6,315 followers. So what does that tell you? That means that this content was much more valuable to people than the other piece of content, that trending video. So if you remember, that trending video had almost the same amount of accounts reached, it had almost the same amount of views, almost the same amount of likes and comments, but I more than quadrupled the amount of follows because it was a piece of valuable content that people really enjoyed. So what I'm trying to get to is with these viral videos and with these analytics is to show you that just because you have a viral video doesn't mean people are actually going to want to follow you, because people only want to follow people that are pretty much worth their time, that are giving them something to look forward to, that are giving them something that they enjoy and that they can use in the future. Again, with the second video, people only watch 20 seconds in on average, and they took action within that 20 seconds of watching the video. Whereas people who watched the other video, the trending video, probably twice, they didn't really take action on it. They just liked it and they were like, haha, that was funny, it's cool. In both of these examples, I used viral videos to show you that a viral video doesn't actually mean that you're going to gain a ton of followers. Also, having a viral video doesn't mean that you're going to blow up overnight. It really depends on the type of viral video that you have or the value of that content itself that indicates whether or not people want to follow you. So I'm going to show you another video. I'm going to show you another Instagram reel that I posted that was not viral. So it only got around 41,000 views, but it really had a lasting impact on my audience. So let's take a look.
You don't have to have money to learn about money. And when I was in graduate school, I was so tired of being broke. I said, you know what, something's got to give. And these are the things that I did to actually learn about money. So because I was working full time, I was listening to podcasts, and a lot of the finance podcasts I listened to, I will put on the screen here. Please screenshot them. They are so helpful. A lot of these podcasts I listened to on my way to work, I would listen to while I was in the lab. It was a perfect time for me to learn about money because I didn't have any. Now, if you're not a podcast person, I have a bunch of books that will sit in my Amazon storefront, but one of the books I'm reading recently is Feel Good Finance. And this is the first book that I've ever read that has looked at finances from an entire holistic view. It's not just you're an overspender and you need to learn how to budget. It's more looking into why do you actually feel the need to keep buying things and where is that coming from? Now, no matter what books or podcasts you listen to, all of them will tell you you cannot budget $0, aka you need to make more. So I got a side job, and one of my side jobs was delivering for Amazon because I really wanted to travel and I didn't have vacation money. And even though delivering for Amazon was good money, I didn't want to keep trading my time for money. So I started creating content here online about my everyday life. And it was really creating content that allowed me to double my income in just a year. In my course, I give you the exact tips and strategies on how I was able to take my Instagram from 7,000 followers to over 100,000 followers in less than a year. Now, the crazy part about the whole situation is that because I was creating content, I was able to make money to travel and go on vacations. Albeit these vacations were very budget friendly because, again, I didn't have a lot of discretionary income. But all the super cheap travel hacks that I learned when I was a graduate student, I started to share online. And that is what really propelled me from being a part-time creator to a full-time creator. And it all started because I was tired of being broke. So if you're someone who's in a similar situation, now is the time for you to learn about money.
Okay, so in this video, I have 41,000 views, 3.2 thousand likes, 277 comments, 1.4 thousand shares, and 2,000 saves. Now, the reason why I point out this video is because, for one thing, it was 1 minute and 50 seconds, so almost a full 2 minutes, and it didn't have the viral reach that people usually aspire to see. However, it did have a lasting impact on my audience, and it was perfect for community building. So let's go through the numbers. I reached a total of 30,000 accounts, and more than half of this video actually was seen by my followers. So majority of people that were watching are people that already followed me, but about 42% of the people that did watch the video were non-followers. So you can see the initial plays, again, about 30,000 initial plays and then about 12,000 replays. So that shows you that people watched the video once and then they took action. And the reason why I said this is because this video has almost the same amount of likes, almost the same amount of comments, and the same amount of shares as that trending video that I showed you, the very first video that I showed you, but it had a higher watch time, so 26 seconds, which I said this is a longer video. So as your videos become longer, it is very common for you to see the watch time to be less of a percentage, but still higher in time. So if you have a 1 minute video and your average view time is, 20 seconds, then if you had a 2 minute video, then your average view time is going to be 26 seconds, but that's still a lesser percentage. Anyway, my profile activity, so I had 143 follows. So even though this post did not do a ton of numbers like the other posts did, I still had a lot of really great engagement on that post. The reason why I'm pointing this out is because every single video is not going to be viral. However, every single video should be providing value to your audience in some way, whether it is going to people that follow you or people that do not follow you. What takes your account from being, a few handful of followers to thousands of followers is that you were creating valuable content that makes people want to follow you. This video was not viral, but it still nurtured my audience. You can tell because of the comment section. I have just as many comments on this video as I did previously with that trending video with the Trump eat the cat sound. So what I'm saying is all of your videos are not going to be viral, but your videos should have a purpose. Occasionally in your strategy, you want to have videos where you are using trending sounds or a trend of some sort, whether that be like a speaking trend or, talk to camera trend, whatever it is. But you need to have original content because it's the value of that original content that sets you apart from everyone else and makes people actually want to follow you. If you only do trends, you are just going to be a trend page. You're not going to stand out from anyone else. It's going to be the same old, same old, same old. Now, the reason why, though, you want to use a trend is because it does increase exposure of your profile. So it does bring eyes to your profile. But if there isn't any valuable content that people want to stick around and continue to see from you, then they're just going to disappear from your page. So what I typically tell my clients that I coach is that when you post a trend, Post 1, maybe 2 a week if you're posting every single day, but keep them limited, because even though it's going to give you great exposure, it's not going to give you great engagement. It's not going to give you a ton of followers if you are looking to grow your own Instagram page. Now, if you're someone who really, really, really wants to continue growing, you have to provide your audience with original content that they value and they see. And you can tell by what people like based on how many people want to follow you from that piece of content. With these examples, I'm just assuming that Instagram has correct data. Of course, there's going to be fluctuations and different changes and things like that. But like I said in the beginning of this video, you can use this information across all of the platforms. You can look at all of your videos and see what are the videos that are performing the best, and how can I recreate that? How can I do it again? How can I keep doing it so people really want to keep following me? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be because you have original content. Relying on trends is a thing of the past. You should not do it anymore. It may give you a viral video here and there, but it's not going to keep people around. It's not going to get you monetized either. If you like this video, but you don't really know how to come up with a content strategy, I do have a full course in my description that teaches you how to do that, how to keep creating content to keep people around and to keep them wanting to follow you. That's all going to be in the course in the description box. But if you like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.